Hello, everybody. My name is Dean Davis, and this is Multiply, the podcast that provides a word of encouragement for village church planters. In my last episode, I mentioned that the word apostle is often misunderstood because it has so many different meanings for different churches. Even so, we need to be looking for Christ to provide apostles to our churches, just as he promised in Ephesians chapter 4. We need people gifted by God to be sent out and start new churches where none have existed before. That is a work of an apostle. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 11 and 12 tell us Christ himself gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors, and teachers to equip his people for works of service so that the body of Christ may be built up. Wow. The first word on that list, apostle, is often misunderstood, and so is the second one, prophet. Even so, Christ wants to give his churches prophets so that the body of Christ may be built up. But for the church, what is a prophet? A prophet has God-given strengths to encourage the church and to identify situations in the world that grieve the Lord. A prophet proclaims truth from God and calls believers to obedience. Prophets strongly rely on prayer and spiritual gifts to accomplish the ministry. But when a prophet fails to walk in the Spirit, negative traits may appear. The prophet who fails to submit to the Spirit may have a condemning attitude or become arrogant because of their spiritual insight. He or she may claim to prophesy without having heard the Lord's voice or understood his word in the Bible, and he or she may interrupt others to speak an inappropriate word. Your churches need prophets just as they need apostles, evangelists, pastors, and teachers. Your churches need both encouragement and correction. They need leaders who spend much time in prayer and who are willing to speak messages from God. Prophets energize the evangelistic and church planting ministry of a church by calling members to action and by providing encouragement to those who do obey. But are you looking for men and women with prophetic gifts in your midst? Jesus said he would give our churches prophets. If we are to be good stewards, we must look for prophets to emerge, accept and encourage their ministry, correct them when they fail to walk in the Spirit, and give them a place to speak messages from the Lord. As the Apostle Paul says in 1 Thessalonians 5:19 through 22, do not quench the Spirit. Do not treat prophecies with contempt, but test them all. Hold on to what is good. Reject every kind of evil. My prayer for your churches is that God will provide the gifted men and women you need to do his will, to grow, and to multiply. This has been the Multiply Podcast, and I'm Dean Davis asking, who will you share this encouraging word with today?